back to part 3 of Strategic Command World at War, the Axis walkthrough. Let's see what else can be done here. October 27th, 1939. Eventually what I'm going to do is, since there's going to be, I don't think the Soviets are going to attack, and I just need to keep units up here, I think I'm going to move these armies and that headquarters and replace them with garrisons and move them to other more important fronts later on as I see necessary. With the war in China just being a terrible slugfest and the terrain is so awful. Okay, what else can I do? I still have 179 MPPs. Let's see, can I purchase anything worthwhile? Core 150. Cores move more effectively through harsh terrain, so it wouldn't hurt possibly, while the economy is good, to purchase an additional one. Or save it for, let's see, research. Let's look at research. Okay, let's put it into production technology. I think that's more important. Japan needs to save money on research, and when it has funds available early, it needs to invest it. And then we're going to do, we got industrial technology, production technology. That's very important from what I can see that Japan needs to do. Because there will be an oil embargo from the U.S. in, I think, June 1941, and Japan's going to lose a lot of income, possibly a third or more of its income. So let's get the production technology and the industry going while we can. And all we got to do is just make small gains in China, major gains in the south, but the rest of the front needs to hold. So any upgrades? They're all upgraded to 1. There's really no point attacking anything. I think I'm going to want to start moving bombers closer towards where it can strike Nanning. Can put the fighter in here. Can protect against any Chinese air offensives. Definitely Nanjing. Let's move it down here. I don't think there's any partisan activity there. No, that's okay. I'm going to build another bomber soon, so let's take a look for Japan. And there's a bomb. Yeah, there's 2 more bombers coming up, so I don't have to invest in that. They'll all be transferred. I'd like to invest in another fighter, possibly, because the Chinese will have a lot of air units. Not as good, but they'll have them. And it's just a quick double check here. Make sure. Let's look at the research. For Japan, I still have 179. Command and control. I do like that. Let's do this. Okay, let's just back up. Yes, I've done everything I want. Hope I made the right choices. Let's get to it. British National Health boosted, but okay. Netherlands surrenders. Good. See? Earlier the better. Plunder 95. Belgian Congo prepares for war. Belgium prepares for war, so the Belgians are going to declare war. Great. That's good. Irish ports. Yeah, that doesn't matter. 238 MPPs from our Japan collects 293. See, the Dutch East Indies is 75, so that's about a third. And when the Americans later on take that away, so that's why Japan needs to do a lot of upgrades, research, spend that extra money, and also build units. But here, you know, the Belgians are strengthening, so it is going to make the attack through Belgium a little tougher, but it's well worth it. Germany's just plundered 95 from the Netherlands, and it's going to be collecting income from the Netherlands every turn. And it's nice to be able to do it this early in the game. Oh, really? Well. Now the British are moving up. All right, now, not much was done by the Allies. The formation of the Home Guard. Okay, so there's a line in the Atlantic also, and refrain from crossing it. That's fine with me. And as expected, it's very muddy and rainy in Northern Europe, but I expected that, so. Okay, I got 382, 82 for Italy, and 322 for Japan. So let me start the offensive in the west through mud and rain. I'm going to continue on with the WWII. The German fleet that was out is almost reached. The WWII will join them soon. Moving units westwards. Let's attack the French Air Force. The one that's in clear weather here. I did a little better than them. There's some bombers behind them, okay. And since I can't attack any land units, I may as well attack the French Air Force where it's nice. So they're totally useless anywhere here because it's raining. And the first thing I'm going to do is declare war on Luxembourg. And I'm going to move German armor into it. And because of the bad weather, the odds aren't going to be that great. But if I can tear a hole through it, that would be good. The curse of the bad weather, but we still have to continue the offensive. The French are weak. See, they're 5. The units are very weak, so it needs to be. Can I move? Move back. I did lose one here. Okay, just ripped a hole through the French line. And that's going to be difficult to cover unless they pull back, but here in the Maginot Line, these units are not going to even move. That's what's so nice. But now the French air is exposed. Let's see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to I didn't lose anybody here, that's good. Let's weaken the Belgium. Let's see if I can do some damage to that headquarters. Session. That wasn't that good. Have to be really careful how to do this because there's a good way and there's a bad way. I'm going to try to be as efficient as possible in this attack. Let's move him back to Hague. And can I advance? Yes, I wanted to advance a full strength infantry. And now I wanted to capture this port of Antwerp because now the British Army is not going to be able to just sail back to England if it feels it's losing. It's going to have to retreat further back, and I hope that in the next turn I'm going to be able to trap it either in Brussels or wherever, but now it's a lot difficult for the British unless they go all the way back to Le Havre with the intent of evacuating, which I doubt it will, but at least I took away one port. And I'm going to be attacking Antwerp, Brussels the next turn with 2 full-strength infantry units. And hopefully if the weather is good, I can bombard it. But my panzer forces are still... the French army, even a 6 unit, is not going to be able to do much. So is it even... I had a good idea, but whatever casualties. It's not a good idea to just hit somebody behind fortification, but 0-0, no, it's not worth it. It's more worth it more to get pushed towards the Ardennes. So like I was saying in my tutorial, like here we have very bad weather, but it's much better to slug it through out and slowly approach Paris, November of '39, better than just sitting and fighting and just not fighting a war at all. So let's see what else I can do here. I can destroy the French fighter arm. I did 2 strikes, the 3rd Luftwaffe. I want to put this fighter into Amsterdam, because it can start it. There's a fighter in England here. Anything close, it can start attacking and engaging. Move this headquarters up here. The bombers need to move further south, because that's where the action's going to be. I want to keep them centralized where I have the choice to bomb either Belgium or closer to Paris. But I need more headquarters. I need that 3rd headquarters, so I think I can operate that headquarters right over here. I have a lot of strong units ready to push, so if I can move another depends on the assault of Brussels. The tanks are going to go through. I'm going to need some backup. If I can push these through, let's put this army over here. It's not necessary to operate these guys yet, but it's good to keep them close. I think that's good enough. All right, we've already got 1 French unit and poked a hole right through here. And gonna bring no, I can't upgrade the headquarters in Frankfurt because it's just sitting there. And it doesn't matter, spend a little money. Got plenty of money in reserve just for healing units. Yeah, it's too risky to attack the Maginot Line. Okay, the fleet's moved. Bomber. Let's move the fighter further up here to engage the Royal Air Force. And I guess I can keep this fighter. I'll keep the fighter here, that's fine. If the weather stays bad, then I'm just gonna keep on reinforcing the fighters. Bomber, I think I can move a little bit down here. That's good. If the weather gets a little bit better, I mean, it's just a straight shot to Paris. And the French don't have anything. There's a couple British units. But if Belgium falls, they're gonna have to cover this area. So France has already got a weakness right in the center. And as these units come pouring through, It's going to be very, very difficult. The Allies are going to be in a real bad situation. I think that's everything that I can do for Germany. And as for Italy, the continuation of reinforcing and transporting. So Italy's got 32 left. Guzzoni has finally reached his destination. I'll put him here for now. I'd like to reinforce the Tobruk unit. Better chance in port eventually. But we're going to bring over the Italian units that are necessary. And let's see what else. Okay, the armor unit is the next one that's going to arrive. And then go on board. Start reinforcing the aircraft because they're going to be operating to Libya. There's not much I can do for Italy. And Japan. Okay, this is what I was going to pay transport. I think I managed to straighten the line here. Woo, thank you. How am I going to do this? So I got 2 armies and a corps. And let's bring this one really cannot do much. This one here. Oh, thank you. That's what you get for advancing too far into my territory. So there's 1 Chinese unit down. And let's turn the carriers to naval tactical. I have a fighter here, so I'm going to try to use carrier air. Upgrade carrier. To the upgrades. I do like to upgrade my carriers as soon as possible in this case. It's long range and better fighters because they can attack ground units also. So they'll be very useful in the assault on Nanning. They're going to be moving down. Do I have any more carriers? I'm going to move the Special Force unit over here, and I'm going to transport it somewhere where it can do a better job. Goal in China here is to just hold a defensive line on this extremely difficult and almost impossible terrain for now, but advance in the south. I'm going to build more armies and corps. And I'd like to take Nanning, that's a national morale objective, and then go into Hanyang and Changsha eventually. Let's attack. 3. As long as they're good odds, why not attack? And okay, this is going well. The carrier force will be coming down. What else can I do? Always nice to upgrade the Navy while you can. Upgrade the escort carrier, advanced fighters, long range, because I'm going to use them. Upgrade the battleship. I want them at least at naval weaponry 1. Let's put this cruiser in port. Could have done that a move ago. Let's make 2 garrisons. And the garrisons I never upgrade. They're basically just to hold partisan points and essential points. So let's build 2 more garrisons for Japan, as I'm going to be moving the Kwangtung Army. I may even transfer this one over here, it's not this, and possibly move these units over here, because I can see a big offensive possibly happening here towards Peking. So I'm going to move the Kwangtung Army over this direction. The whole point is just to hold. This headquarters could be replaced later on, because I think this rating is poor, but I can always replace them with somebody else at a cost. And this headquarters can be used somewhere else also. All right, I think, take a quick look again. I think the destroyer can stay there for now. Just I do want to move into port. Because the Chinese don't have a fleet, so just to see any upgrades when I have extra money. So I upgraded the carriers and the air complement. So they're going to be moving towards the South China Sea. They're going to be helping in the assault in Nanning along with these bombers. So it's just going to be one big assault. And I can upgrade this unit after that. Okay. Let's finish this turn, and then I'm going to call it quits on this one, and we'll start the next video with the new December turn. Okay, 147, 27, so Oh, Luxembourg surrenders. 13. Said better than nothing. Belgian Congo joins the Allies. I am terrified. Here comes the Winter War in Finland. That's just a little sideshow. It's going to change borders. Okay, Germany and miners, see, 252. That's like, it's better than 222. I said, if you can get more points per turn, that's what you want to go for. And see, I had bad weather, but the Allies have good weather. That's why I position my aircraft, the fighters, in these key positions. Because the British and the French now can use their bombers against me, but their air force is so pathetically weak that it's not going to be ain't going to do any damage. Okay, the British. Okay. Okay, that's the best China can do. So I said the push towards Canton. Gone with the wind. All right, I'm going to say goodbye in this episode here. And we're at December 22nd, 1939, almost Christmas. So thank you for watching. Until next time.